What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 59 of my Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters campaign. So as we saw last time, we completed the last mission and needed to finally move on to searching for that candidate world within the warp storms over here. In addition to that, we have also leveled up our librarian, Scythian Gar, to the point that I believe he's at level 8, and is now relatively viable. We'll just have to figure out what else we're gonna give him, and, well, not so much exactly what else we're gonna give him, but when we're gonna give it to him. The way I figure it, we have either Focus, we have damage ability for that Vortex of Doom, we have the teleport boost and the ability range. You know what? Gate of Infinity ability range plus teleport ability range seems like a very high value upgrade. So basically we have a choice. We either get the Focus and this at the same time, which I think we should get at the same time, mostly because this affects this, or we get the Vortex of Doom power up. And I think we just do that. And we could even take a Sanctic Shard on him while we don't have this, although I don't think it'll be a big difference either way, because he doesn't have a lot of autos as he currently is anyway. Minus the price of power, which does seem like a pretty damn solid auto, though it is only once per turn, and I don't believe he has access to Enduring Reflexes. Yeah, but anyway, I think this is the way to go. Damage and range. There you go. Confirm, and then the last points will get that auto and that focus. Now, I believe you're good. Ooh, we should probably give you armor and stuff. Well, I guess it'll depend on whether we take him for the mission. You know what? Let's find the mission first, and then we'll figure out who we bring for the team. I would like to bring him along just by virtue of the fact that we haven't really been getting too much time with the librarian, and since we're heading towards the end of the campaign, I'd really like to play around with him a little more. Alright, here we go. We gonna get our ritual site here? No ritual site found. Okay, well then here we go, all the way back here, and since this is the only one remaining, we know that the ritual site is there. Alright, go. Very close now. Intervention required, okay.
Alert. Proximate warp currents are unstable. Recommend immediate aggressive acceleration or the Edict's coordinates may be disrupted.
Risk analysis?
Insufficient cogitation time to perform reductive calculations. Impact imminent.
Let me ward the ship, Commander. I just read an ancient tome on the topic of warp turbulence.
A heretical text, no doubt. Tampering with the warp on such a scale is foolhardy. The Edict is a sturdy ship. We should ride it out.
Let's see, accelerate immediately, warp drive will be at risk. That would slow us down, and I don't want to slow down, I want to get to the mission. Maintain current course, ship may be at risk, ship may be at risk. Either way, we'd probably take damage, but I think that doesn't matter as much. L power to the Geller field requires enhanced Geller field. I guess this is what we do, I have no idea. This doesn't really specify what is at risk and what will happen, so that's not very helpful, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Confirmed. Geller field charging at maximum.
Brace for impact.
Oh, okay, the edict passes through without incident. Lovely. We barely needed to brace, alright, and let's keep going. New Bloom Spawn missions are available, but this one's kind of on the way, so I figure we go here, and then... Yeah, that'll be fine. Ooh, and it's another Bloom Spreader as well. Interesting. Oh, wow, look at all these garbage Tier 2 rewards. Although at the very least, a win mission with no critical injury shouldn't be too bad. There's another one all the way back here, and then there's another one all the way back here, where we did the mission previously. But we probably ain't gonna be able to get to that one, and we probably aren't gonna be able to get to this one either. I would imagine we would probably run out of distance after these two. But I guess we'll see. Either way, it depends on what exactly happens after we do the mission, so let's go. Find that ritual site. Here we are.
An ideal location on the planet Sacrista for Fakir to perform her ritual and attempt to draw the attention of Supreme Grandmaster Kaldor Drago. This location has been added to your star map. It is deeply infested with Nurgle's bloom, so opposition is likely to be fierce.
Here's opposition, I like the sound of that. Oh, look, it has one of each kind of seed. Interesting. I guess they were talking about the prime seeds, but anyway, cutscene.
This planet, Sacrista, matches our Auspex telemetries. The veil between the Sea of Souls and real space is slim.
The cathedral here was once a monument to the Emperor's majesty. Now it's a ruin to blasphemy and sacrilege.
I can feel the emanations of misery within. Commander, this world is overrun with the bloom, while the warp storm narrows the precipice between our real space and the warp. This is as close to an ideal candidate we are liable to find for this ritual. With your leave, I will prepare the prime seeds for the mission ahead.
Alrighty, chaos detected. We got extreme danger level. Alright, let's give this a quick read. The ancient cathedral on this planet, Sacrista, has been overrun by the Bloom and Nurgle's minions. The warp storms will create problems in combat, but they are necessary for there to be any hope of contacting Caldor Drago. Alright, corruption level 5. What else do we got here? Warp Storm and Prognosticars have no effect. Ooh, well that ain't so great. And -1 stratagems. Wait, does that mean... Does this mean -2 stratagem slots, or does this mean we have -1 stratagem because the Prognostic... Well, I guess we'll find out in a second. And we can't see what the enemies in here are. Well, that's just great. A very helpful game. Oh, also, wait, did we have any more research, or were we done? Oh, we're done. Everything's done. Lovely. Oh, and we still have this purity seed thing, but oh well. Well, I guess we have nothing to do but to get to the mission itself, since we can't get any information about it. Vakir's coming along in stratagems. Oh yeah, we're down -2. Ouch. Alrighty, well, what we could do, is take Quicksilver and Word of the Emperor, rather than Gate of Infinity. I'm thinking that perhaps... Wait. Let's put Strength of Spirit here, and then let's put the Word of the Emperor here. Why? Because if we bring our Librarian, we can use him to cast Gate of Infinity, and then we won't need this. And then, yeah, the stun will be useful, and I guess we should combine this with Sparky. And Quicksilver is pretty much always useful, so yeah. Alright, I'm happy with that. Well, Scythian Garb will bring you, but now we need to give you a loadout. So loadout, melee weapon is obvious, you're gonna get a warding stave, mostly because you have a decent amount of basic focus, but also because you need a lot of extra willpower, and we get none from the Rod of Heracus, meaning you have to take the Staff of Supremacy from Dalmar. Unfortunate for him. Then, in terms of your armor, we gotta give you Warp Scorn. I don't remember who was using it, but that's what we're giving you. It also has willpower as well as a very solid... Wait, what? What does this do? Alright, immunity to drain. I was gonna give this to Iolanthus. Now, you can have Warp Scorn. So, who has this? Taurus... Oh, Varn was using this. I guess we could give him Scholar's Acuity or the higher level version of that. Yeah. Best to have Warp Scorn on you, because you're going to be casting stuff all the time. Alrighty, then a ranged weapon. I believe there was a reload one. This one. Auto rapid reload, 25%, but you have base... ooh, and you have range increase as well. You have a base level of focus to hopefully be able to do that, so I think that's pretty good on you. And then lastly... do we keep with the melee thing? Let's just see what the Wargear slot has for us here. You're probably not going to be doing too much damage at range, or frankly in melee, because you're going to be using by spells to do damage, though 5 damage isn't horrible. What do we have here? Ammo, crit for melee. There's a Sanctic Shard. Oh, you know what? I guess you take the Sanctic Shard for now, as I was saying, because you don't have that bonus for focus. But you can swap that out later on. Honestly, I would give you Sacred Incense if we had a higher tier version of it, but I neglected to take it earlier. So I guess we'll just keep it like this. Because 2 really is probably not worth the 50% focus. Alright, and I believe that's it. At the very least with the focus shard, I believe every time you use a warp charge ability, you gain 1 willpower back, which by virtue of the fact that we have warp scorn essentially means that we basically can use warp charge all the time for free, because usually it only increases stuff by 1 cost, and that's going to be given back through your passive. Yeah, okay. I have convinced myself. Alright, you're good now. Back to the teleportarium. Who else are we bringing? Rugen. Do we want you here? You do have the disruption ability, plus you do have good range firepower. Sparky, we should probably keep you. You know what, this is actually a fairly decent team. Sparky to stun, Chaplain to buff, and to possibly execute between the Manifest Word and his buff to executions. Just want to double check that that's what you currently have. Crozius. Yeah, plus 2 AP. So you to stun, you to execute, you to deal damage at range, you to teleport everybody. That looks pretty good. I feel like we could definitely use somebody like Vorn to dish out massive melee damage, or we could use somebody like an Interceptor for the extra mobility, although since you do have teleport and the built-in teleportation for everybody, maybe that's not such a huge deal. Oh, also gotta give you your armor back. Oh, almost went in with standard armor. Loadout, armor type, Terminator armor. Where's not the Silver Carapace, Scholar's Acuity. Makes you immune to drain and gives you 3 armor and 4 willpower, which is quite a bit. This gives you 5 willpower. Not that you need such a massive amount of willpower, mind you. And we'll do this, but I feel like we will upgrade it after the plus to seed thing is gone. So we'll give this to you for now, and maybe we'll give this to Iolanthus. I'm not 100% on that either. Yeah, so you take that. Keeper of the Faith is completely useless, as I understand it, because it's a Terminator armor that buffs grenades, and there's no termies that can use it, as I was mentioning the other day. So yeah, alright, you're now good. You are always using the same armor. What armor are you using, Rugen? I never remember. Power of the Aegis. Why, and what does that do? Oh, it's the extra equipment slot. Yeah, the extra Sanctic Shard is quite helpful to you, although, wait a second. If we take, for example, this armor instead, which will give you 2 willpower, 1 move speed, and 40% focus. We'd be trading 2% focus for 2 willpower and 1 move speed. Honestly, it's not that huge of a difference. Although the extra HP is nice. Honestly, I don't think it's a big deal either way. I think we're probably fine keeping it as it is. It would be nice not to have to use the Sanctic Shard, but considering I believe you have 2 focus abilities, which is the Mental Focus and the Crit, is pretty nice. Plus you have... Oh, you can use this twice. Yeah, so it's 2 AP per turn, essentially, as long as you have the Sanctic Shard, and that's probably worth more than the extra little bit of crit damage. So yeah, keep it as it is. Keep it as it is. This is the team we're going with. Let's get to it. I do wish that you could upgrade Kartha over time, but oh well. Yeah.
All is ready, Inquisitor. The wards on the Prime Seeds are reaffirmed and are in your hands.
Good. I will blaze them into the warp with the Emperor's purity.
A pale ember against the flame of 1,000,000,000 tormented souls.
Cease your prattle.
Inquisitor.
It is nothing, Dominus. Initiate teleportation.
Hold strong, Vakir. My brothers will protect you to the last.
Thank you, Hector.
Hector, the Inquisitor's pulse has risen considerably.
Her resistance has proven almost inhuman. But it is clear she has finally reached her limits. I am ready to do my part.
Upon her return, then?
If she returns.
Oh yeah, don't ask the commander's input on any of this. Alright, I'm expecting another little intro cutscene when we get into the actual realm here. Ooh, is that a, what are those gates called again? Noctilith crowns?
By all that is holy.
Yes, the wholly beautiful work of the Plague God.
Never have I felt such torment.
Oh, you will feel all this and more, Carver. Soon.
Silence!
Inquisitor, our goal is the inner sanctum. You know what must be done.
Alright, spotted one seed to the left. Oh, and there's another seed to the right here as well. So there's one to the right, one to the left. And then, wow, this map is actually pretty damn long, although it's not very wide, which means I guess we're gonna go up these stairs. Oh, wow. Oh, it just keeps going and going, doesn't it? Interesting. And, alrighty, well, I guess this is probably the last gym. Oh, hello. There's a giant wormy thing coming through that gate. Swell. I assume the final encounter within this mission is there. Alrighty, fun stuff. Let's get back to it. Oh wow, with the lack of prognosticars, the 40% increase of warp surge per turn. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. And now... Huh. I'm just thinking, there's a seed here by itself. I do wonder if there's a patrol there. You know what? Who's the fastest?
What?
Who's the fastest and the furthest?
Yes, Commander?
Is it Cartha?
Standing ready.
It's one of you two, but Vorn can actually defend himself. Yeah, here's what I think we do. You're gonna start running over here. We'll see if there's a patrol protecting that seed, and if there isn't, what we'll do is send you to get it by yourself,
At once.
while everyone else approaches from this side and goes for this seed. And then we can possibly teleport here with the Gate of Infinity, which will grab you from wherever you are. Alrighty, everybody else start approaching this way. Go, 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 go. Huh. What if you could jump on these little platforms? Although I suppose that's dangerous if there are knockbacks. Has anybody had their own knights knocked off platforms before? What happens? Do they die? Or do they become wounded? What actually happens?
As ordered.
Because we know knockback works on your own units. I've just never stood like at the edge like that guy that flew off the edge of the platform last episode. Anyway, you guys I guess keep moving
What is your will?
Or as you can wait, you can go past this tentacle
better be
root
worth
thing,
it.
right?
Here.
Huh. I hope
At
so.
your
You know what?
service.
Maybe move here.
Affirmative.
Because it's not clear to me whether they can or they can't. Oh, you can jump across to here, which kind of makes it dangerous, but whatever. Just
On
do
the
it.
way.
Whee!
Enemies near.
Oh, there's a
Weapons
patrol
ready.
there. Probably gonna be a good place to teleport everybody, though. Alright, there's your free Aegis shield.
Blackstone constructs directly conduit the warp's native inhabitants.
Brothers, take heed of the Noctilith crowns. The enemy is clearly aware of our presence here.
Well, that's not great. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. So here's the problem. You can teleport everybody all the way over here. Because we have to deal with this, right? 3 enemy units. Yeah, you can't deal with this by yourself unless... Wait, Sparky, would you be able to throw an Empyrean Brainmine all the way back here? You would. How stunnable are these guys? 5. So 1 shot from you will make him stunnable. Maybe this guy can deal with them all by himself. Let's try it like this. Fire or shoot your... or throw your brain mine right here. Damn, I really wasn't expecting a patrol like that. Alright, there's the brain mine. Then you... move in and smack this guy once, I believe. Maybe from... wait... and from this side. Like so. Oh, if he cancels the attack. No, you know what? Let's not risk that. Let's move up as close as we can go. Right. Right, wait. Wait, we need somewhere we can actually shoot this guy. Oh, damn, is there nowhere? That's very concerning. You're not yet stunnable. You would also cancel potentially the melee attack. Damn, 50% is really high. I suppose if no, you know, we gotta risk it. We gotta risk it. Alright, let's hope it doesn't cancel. It's 50%. We might have to Quicksilver if this doesn't work. Nah. That's annoying. Now, you could technically gain back your AP if you crit in range. Unfortunately, without your crit ability, your likelihood of actually critting is fairly low. Well, try it anyway. 30. We failed at 50%. I doubt we're gonna succeed at 35, which means unless we throw another grenade. Ooh, wait, Sparky.
Ew.
You could throw a Psychotrope grenade, which would stun 2 of them. Yeah, fine. It's kind of a waste of ammunition. 2 grenades just for this one group, but I shouldn't have separated the party. That's what I get. I deserve this. I did this to myself.
We come.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, didn't we come here for a seed? Where's the seed? Oh, it's all the way back here. Okie dokie. Now you can execute everybody here. Execute. Nice. And then while you're at it, switch to Litany of Hate and execute the other guy. Wait. And go here and execute this guy. Nice. Now that we have all these extra points, I'm tempted to actually uncover these guys because then we wouldn't be losing points, would we? Maybe we could preserve points on everybody here and move just the librarian forward. Oh wow, he has to move through a lot of stuff, doesn't he? Oh. We could just directly teleport here and that might identify these guys in the first place. The only problem is we'd have to use Gate of Infinity immediately, and that would take you, which wouldn't quite work. Okay, the other option is to move Sparky to the point that we identify other units. Let's see, 3. I guess we could jump over here and this might identify everybody for us. Feels risky, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Go, Sparky. And, okay, good, that identified them.
Silver dolls, shall we play together?
Please move forward, not back. 2 Termies and 3 Plague Marines, oh yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Fortunately, we do have grenade work going for us.
Straight from the
Oh wow, they all have seeds. How are we gonna take those? So what we want to do here is have you. You could either bonk this guy or you could shoot this guy. Does it ultimately matter what you do? No, not really. So, do we abandon the seed? I guess we'll have to. Whatever. Confirm once. Bonk. And then bonk him again. Let's not waste. Ooh, wait. Bonking him again won't help unless we. Oh. We need to hit him twice to actually kill him. Damn. Oh, that's a shame. Alright. We'll have to just kill him then. Oh well, too late. 1, and then we'll shoot him again. He'll be stunnable. But he might not be dead, I'm not sure. Ah, that'll kill him, yeah. Just double Cybolt, I guess. We're going over 100 this turn anyway, there's no doubt about it. I really would have loved to execute this guy to get everybody extra points, but I don't think it's worth using another Empyrean Brain Mine for it, so just go ahead and shoot him. There you go. Hey, and you get your point back from critting. All right, that was actually real nice. You are not going to go for that seed. Maybe we'll move back and pick it up after. What we do want to do is have you, Gate of Infinity, the entire team, over to, let's say, here. Hopefully none of them will go there. Yes.
My strength returns.
All right, pretty close. Alright, here we are. Now, what do we want to do with regards to these guys? Huh, we have that Vortex of Doom. We could hit, what, 4 units maybe with this? Wait, does Warp Charge increase the area or no? I'd really love to hit 4. 3 might not necessarily be worth it. Also, which of these seeds do we want? Damn, I wish we could check our seed stores to know which ones we're running out of. I think red was the one that, generally speaking, we had the least of, so I think we can't even take that. Because you'll die instantly from that hit, and nobody else has any way to steal seeds.
What?
And do that. I think we just outright kill them. I guess we could luck out with a stun. Wait, you know what we could try? Where's Sparky?
Ready.
My blade
Sparky.
is yours.
If we Empyrean Brain Mine, we could get 2. Or these 2, or these... Well, I guess 2 would be better than... Alright, let's try it like this. Let's go Empyrean Brain Mine. Really gonna have to try to save these, though, because we're gonna run out sooner rather than later. Man, if we could hit 3, that would be ideal. Oh! Wait, I just got an idea.
I am here to
If we
serve.
throw your crack grenade, it might knock this guy forward this way close enough to them? How likely is it? I don't know. I don't know if it's likely. But we'll give it a try. Who knows? If we could hit 3, that'd be ideal. Confirm, please. Let's try it. It's not like you're running out of action points right now. He didn't move at all. Okay, well, at least their cover got destroyed, but that's still kind of annoying. Then I guess you are going to Empyrean Brain Mine these 2.
As ordered.
Alright, then what I want you to do is I want you to move up at least 1 space. Wait. This does not... Okay, whatever. Move up like... I don't know. Let's say like so. Gotta be at least 3 spaces for it. Yeah, let's say like so. Then use your flamer on these 3. It'll kill this one, but I think we don't have much of a choice in that. Let's do that. Don't bother with Flames of Purity right now, I think. Because we want to maintain ammo because of the executions. Yeah. Plus it won't help all that much right now. Alright, there we go. Now 2 are stunnable. Then we want Mr. Execution Man, which is our chaplain, to start executing everybody. Oh, he can't actually reach them, which means that you have to do it for us, unless we can make you move faster, which I guess we can't. Okay, fine. Looks like you're gonna be the executioner this time around. Wait, you are currently in Litany of Hate, which is the execution thing, yes? Yes. So, run up and execute.
It will be done.
And execute here. At the very least, the guy that needs XP is now getting execution, so I'm happy with that as well. Then do this guy as well. Execute. There we go. Just lift them all up and explode them in quick succession. Now, you, I think, needs to just be killed because...
What is your will?
We could take your seed with Arcane Aim. Astral Aim, rather. No, we can't. You'll die instantly. What about you? You got 10 HP. You'll die instantly, too. Yeah, see, the problem with Rugen is he's too strong. He can't steal seeds because he just instantly kills everybody. I guess we could hope for a lucky, lucky crit, but there's not. I guess we just kill them all.
Standing ready.
Oh, well.
Hail.
I don't see any other way to do it. You will not stun, he'll just end up dying. Do we want to move forward at all?
The Emperor lights our path.
Oh, you got the extra point because of the execution. Wait, if you shoot him, what does that do for us? Nothing. You don't have any...
Your command.
Smite, Aegis Shield, Vortex of Doom. We could also use Psychic Shriek to stun the rest of them before instead of the grenade, but honestly that doesn't do much for us right now either. You know what? You can attack this guy twice, you will kill him with 1 shot, so let's have you do it.
We are the hammer!
Considering we're close to the end, it probably doesn't matter, considering the number of seeds that we probably will need to finish this particular campaign. It's probably not all that many anymore. Alrighty, and there was a seed back there that we need to find. Ooh, before we end the round, let's move Cartha to it to get... Wait, are you actually able to grab these? I don't think you are. I think we actually need an Astartes to do it. Are you able to reach this? No. Who has a lot of movement points? Sparky, you have 2, so it's not enough. Ironically, Rugen has quite a few. So does our Chaplain to... You might be able to run all the way back here. You know what? I think we do this. Go here. As far as you can, and see if you can't grab the seat. Oh, you'll be once... it's okay. We can do it at the start of next round. Not a huge deal. Since we're missing out on the seeds from actually killing the enemies, we might as well do it like this. And then I guess you can move as close to this with this one as possible, and then we'll grab it afterwards, Chaplain.
Taking position.
Alright, go, go, go. Oh, it's another one of those gate things. Mm-hmm. Doesn't appear to be active, though, so you can move here and then grab that next turn. I wonder, if you collapse the statue on the gate, does the gate just get destroyed? I'm actually kind of curious right now. Carthot, move forward.
I will comply.
I want to see. Kind of looks like it'll collapse on the gate, but I don't know. Try it. Gate's fine, but it might have missed it. It's unclear. What's up here? No, it's just a brazier. Okay. Rugen, kill this. One shot, wait. Cartha, you could move forward, but I guess nobody really needs to move forward. We can move Sparky forward as well. Although I'm thinking that perhaps we'll Gate of Infinity forward afterwards anyway. Yep. Damn, Rugen, you scary.
We have purified this place.
Alrighty, then. Grab seed. Wait, Chaplain. Oh, did I send the Librarian the other way? Oh, no. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Okay, well, too late now. Grab this.
Yes.
Not gonna be able to Gate of Infinity for a round or two. Oh, and you only had green seeds, which are relatively useless. Use a regular Gate of Infinity, because we're going to 100 anyway. All the way back here. You can't recover your point, unfortunately. Alrighty, anybody else want to move forward? Well, you, I guess, are coming back this way now. And I guess we're heading up here. Straight up here? Or wait, no. Here, and then past this to grab the seed, and then move up here. And through this door, presumably. Because, no, I guess that door is a possibility as well. Alright. Let's move forward, but carefully, since we can't... Ooh, maybe we just wait for the Librarian to get here. I'm a little bit concerned about not having the ability to do so. Everybody recovered their ammo and stuff. Yes, well, not the grenades, obviously, but
yes, Commander.
Everything else. Move forward a little bit, but no further.
Here.
You could jump over this, though, I guess. I guess this is technically slightly for that. Whatever, just stay as you are. Alright, we're gonna have the turn. We're gonna allow our Librarian to close.
I sense the enemy converging.
Where the heck did these guys come from?
The craft world was the nursery, yes, but the bloom was perfected here. All it took was one blessed voice amidst the cacophony of prayers to your false emperor.
Lies!
Only one. Standing ready. That's how weak he is.
Okay, I guess we teleport here if we can range it. Wait, yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to melee you. No, wait, we can destroy. Wait, is that a passive or is it an auto? It's not an auto, so we can't disable it. So we'll have to melee you. Not that we have a crazy amount of melee, but oh well. What can you do? Oh, we can also cast at you. We can also grenade you if we should so desire. Alright, warp charge this. Get your points back. You still have 13 out of 16, so we're looking pretty good there. Plus you have the warp scorn, so you're free to use your abilities. Ooh. Wait. Psychic Shriek costs how much? 2. I'd like to hit these two. Yeah, you know what? Let's teleport then possibly even Psychic Shriek as well. Warp charge, Gate of Infinity, bring everybody over. You're not killing everybody yourself. Oh, hello. Oh, and the Chaplain's near the, this thing, so that's nice. Then, do we need to Psychic Shriek? It won't stun them. It will if we warp charge them, but I think with small attacks we can bypass that anyway. Chaplain, you're our best executioner, but you're also our best melee damager, I think. So I guess you're better off just smacking this thing around. Ooh, wait. Doesn't Rugen have a way to pierce armor? Is his astral aim built up to pierce? Indeed it is, but it is just not enough damage. Now here's the question. Does this thing fire back before you fire or after you fire? When hit with a range attack, return fire. Okay, so what we could do here is this. Change to Words of Power.
We are the hammer. Strike our enemies with
to increase the
renewed
crit damage.
fury. I am
Then
here to serve.
you are going to use your Astrolabe, which with Warp Charge will now insta-kill you.
So to the unworthy.
Alright, that thing flew off the edge, didn't it? Then we can just kill these guys whichever way, because it ultimately doesn't matter. Oh. You shouldn't do it because we should give the Librarian the kills. Fine, fair enough. Let's have Vakir shoot a few... You know what? It'll be faster to have Sparky do it. Sparky, I can't actually tell whether you can hit them, so let's move you here.
With me, my brother.
Oh, there was another Noctilith crown here. Alright, do this. There we go. And now, will it be enough?
Your orders?
Yes, it will. Kill one. Bonk.
You have been
And then bonk the
judged.
other guy as well. Oh, he'll survive the bonk, but if we force strike, he will not. And I think, wait, will you regain that point back? Does force strike count as a warp charge for the purpose of point get backs? It looks like it does. Or unless that was because of the kill. Regardless, that was successful. Let's grab, I swear I saw a seed up here somewhere. It's up here. Okie dokie, let's slowly wander our way up. Chaplain, you can move. I guess you can keep the ranged buff for now, although it really only benefits the Purgator. Kinda makes me think that maybe we should switch back to Litany of Hate for the executions. No, let's switch back to it for now. While we're out of combat. And then we can go back the other way if we should so desire. You up here, Rugen?
I am with you.
Anybody nearby? Man, lots of enemies activating in this particular battle before, like, we want them to activate. Alright, you a little bit further.
It will be done.
You can Gate of Infinity, everybody, after all. Not seeing anybody as yet.
I'm busy.
Vakir. Did she just say, I'm busy? Or did I mishear?
My blade is yours or not.
Alright, forward, forward, forward.
What is your will?
You, I guess, move here. Still no enemies.
Yes, Commander.
I'm moving a little bit more carefully now because I don't want to reactivate everybody again.
As ordered.
Or activate enemies again, just like the last few times. And you move up here this time. Nobody sighted. Interesting.
Inquisitor, the enemy's reinforcements will not cease. You must make haste to the inner sanctum.
Trying, Ektar.
Wait, so these guys will just keep coming in? Huh. Do we just ignore them? Can we just move past them all and just keep going up here? Maybe we can. You know what? Gate of Infinity, as far as you can go. I guess we'll have to ignore the seed. How close are we to the inner sanctum? Actually, reasonably close. I wonder if ignoring these guys will come back to bite us. I don't know, but I guess I'm willing to risk it because it's pointless to just continuously keep fighting the enemy like this. Confirm.
My strength returns.
Although I suppose extra XP for our Librarian would be not too bad. We should double check what his XP is. He's maxed out. He's level 9, so that doesn't matter anymore. And that will allow us to go here. We'll have to spend at least one turn, but what we could do is still grab the seed and then move back. Yeah, go for it. You're the closest.
Taking position.
Nice. And then move all the way up here.
Moving swiftly.
Hopefully there's no enemies to activate here. It doesn't look like there is. You, Librarian. Next turn, we'll just break in and then use another Gate of Infinity to go forward. Which looks pretty
I'm
good to me.
concentrating.
We still have several uses of Word of the Emperor should we require it.
Your orders?
And I'm moving up just in case the enemies are able to actually hit us soon. We don't actually need to move up by virtue of the fact that we will Gate of Infinity anyway. And then you, please.
Standing ready.
Alright, if whatever's in
On
that
the
room
way.
is stunnable, between the Words of the Emperor, the Psychic Shriek, and the Empyrean Brain Mines, we got it really good right now. Actually, what I probably could have done is brought the Stun Bolter Apothecary, which would have allowed us to stun even more. Oh, wait, but by virtue of the fact that these guys are still in combat, we won't be gaining points back once we activate it. What the heck is going on back there?
Focus, Inquisitor Vakir. Stay with the squad.
The biosignature seems to be in flux.
She is nothing if not persistent. She must prevail.
Minus 50% crit vulnerability for 5 turns. That is awful. Right before we go into this encounter, that is terrible for us. But what can you do? Let us... Well, I guess we have no choice. Let's move Vakir front.
Are you sure, Commander?
Oh, I want to see him break through the wall. He doesn't have the opportunity to do that like everybody else has. Alrighty, forward again.
If you insist. Commander, it is there on the top of the dais. That is where it must be done.
Is there nobody there? Inquisitor Vakir must survive, begin the ritual. Okay, fine. You, just, let's set everybody up. You're going to Gate of Infinity, everybody as close as you can get. Warp charge, go.
My strength returns.
It seems like nobody is here, but it does also seem that we'll be holding the ground, just like before. You able to reach us in one turn? No. Unfortunately not. Now, I do wonder where the enemies are going to be coming from. Ooh, there's a seed there. You want to go grab it? Go for it.
Yes.
Yeah, without knowing where the enemies are coming from, it's kind of hard to properly set everybody up. I guess we put you guys in cover anyway. You can go here, Rugen. You've got the distance anyway, and you can't overwatch.
What is your
At least
will?
not many of our units can
With
overwatch.
me, my brothers.
And I think everybody else is good. Wait, does anybody need to reload? I think
My blade
at least
is
one
ever
turn
at your
ended, so we
service.
should be good. Alright, let's end the turn because we don't have much of a choice.
Oh,
And it has to be Vakir that does the ritual, so end. A little bit unfortunate that this will mean warp surges, but what can you do? These guys are still approaching, though it's probably gonna take them quite some time.
mercy approaches.
Am I up there, caged on your ship? Or are you down here, trapped with me?
You are
Rorschach?
nothing.
Perhaps. But I still have unspoken truths you lust after. All you need to do is ask.
No!
Alrighty, proceed to ritual, please. Oh, I forgot that you could teleport. We could have had her teleport to this last turn. Whoops, my bad. Hey, Gothic sounds like Elvish, apparently. You guys.
I am here to serve.
Okay, you can fire on at least this guy, but do we want to? These guys will then be able to approach you. Although, maybe not. Wait. I don't want to get too close, or at least to where this thing can fire on us. Can you fire? Ooh, you can fire from here, which puts you into heavy cover. Yeah, you know what? I like that. We're gonna go here and kill at least that one guy. Not like we need to spread the XP around anymore. And again, please.
Wounded.
Wait, 55% crit. We're not executing right this turn, so for now, let's have the chaplain first go here. Switch back to crits, and then fire. Oh, you can fire on this guy? Yeah, you can. Not gonna be a lot of damage, but hey, it's something. Switch back to 35% range crit. Dude, we're the bane of his foes. Come on. You, Cybolt. Is it worth our time? Wait, what? No, 2 damage. I thought this increased crit, but apparently not. I mean, your particular Cybolt, I don't mean general Cybolts. But anyway, a little bit of damage. Something. And then you fire on this guy. Alright, nice job out of that heavy cover.
Foe destroyed, Commander.
Nice. And you're going to reload mostly because, well, you can't overwatch, so do it now. Alright, anybody else need to do anything? You, I guess, just sit here, because what if enemies appear out of this thing? I mean, it looks blocked, but who knows? Nurgle may have tricks. Let's move you here a little bit closer, but let's not do anything crazy, and once again, in case something appears here. End the turn. I wonder, are all the Noctilith crowns active right now? Oh my lord. Oh! Wow, that was a lot of armor-piercing damage and hobble.
Diana remains a fortress.
That's very rude. That's very rude indeed. And that guy's burning. Not that that helps us much right now. Okay, that makes it look like the enemy is still active through the gates. Wasn't expecting the,
The gates of chaos unleashed.
Aha!
Second herald to the Bloom's magnificence and its inevitable roars.
Unleash me.
How many must have fled here in their final hours, seeking sanctuary from this madness?
Millions of prayers cried out into the void, all unanswered by your false emperor.
We will answer them now. Your wretched seeds will fuel our beacon of hope.
Yes, yes, keep that hope alive. I will savor its sweet essence when I feast on your soul in the garden. Strength returns.
Alright, guys, stop upsetting Cadix. It's not very nice. So, first of all, you're hurt. And I don't like it. We need to attack you. Oh, wait, but I do wonder, does your reprisal attack armor piercing? Paralytic reprisal, armor pierce. Yeah, man, there's a lot of armor pierce. What's the point of even having armor? Since that auto is. Oh, wait, it's not an auto, so yeah, that doesn't help. We could provoke it into moving into melee, but who knows? Sometimes it doesn't really work. We're probably better off moving down here and attacking it a few times, maybe even quicksilvering. Because I'm thinking maybe we want to. Ooh, wait. You were able to one-shot kill that guy, so maybe we can still do so. You can shoot him right now. If you switch to Astral Aim, with Warp Charge, he'll only be one shot away, which we can achieve by switching to the Words of Power crit. And you know what? Fire on this guy, which will need 2 attacks, eh? Wait, won't you support fire? You know what? That's pointless because you're just gonna waste your turn support firing anyway. So fire on this.
For Titan.
And then do it again. Actually, no. You do this.
The Emperor lights our path. Back, fiend!
And there you go. Then, you are going to switch to Words of Power. Lots of buff switches today.
Your orders?
Doing a little bit of a dance with our chaplain. You are going to Astral Aim, and you're going to Warp Charge it, instantly killing that
I
thing.
see your weakness. As ordered.
I find it so weird how those things don't explode like everything else does. They just sort of disappear in a puff of smoke. Then... No, you're not moving. You are going to start executing... No. You are going to be switching to the Litany of Hate. Confirm. Then we're going to be executing.
Your command.
1. Execute. It's kind of an anemic execution, I gotta say. Then you're going to go here and execute this guy.
Moving out.
Alright, next. Wait, can you move around him? Yes, and then execute him from here.
No demon.
Alright, now I take it this guy hasn't activated his anti-everybody thing. Oh, we still have to kill you.
Heal.
Sparky, you can use your grenades from anywhere. The only thing that concerns me is, you know what, maybe move here.
It will be done.
I'm gonna burninate these jerks, but I don't want to hit either of our own units. Something like that. There you go.
Death to the enemy!
1. And do it again, please. Ah. I don't like how it doesn't repeat like all the other attacks do. Alright, do this. And I want you to reload. Huh, I wondered, will this count as ending of combat or not? Well, either way, I feel like we should reload just in case. I also do expect more enemies to be coming through that gate. And hey, yeah, they did go through that gate despite the fact that there is something there. Nobody asked about how they got in here and what exactly they went through. Then you are going to... You might as well reload. And now... Wait. Do we need to reload you as well?
Rugen.
Yes.
Armed and ready.
Especially since, once again, you can't Overwatch. Alright, then... Do we want to switch your Entombment back to the ranged crit? Or not? I mean, if we put you into Overwatch, then you might actually be able to get something out of it. So let's put it back to ranged crit. It's not like we're executing Floating Boy over here. Then you're gonna smack Floating Boy.
Advancing.
Nice.
To the golden throne.
Disappears in a puff of smoke. You're gonna stay right here and you're gonna Overwatch. And you're gonna Overwatch as well. I don't know whether there are any enemies. I mean, wait, we still have a Hellbrood on the field somewhere. Alright, I believe that's it. End turn. Still gotta remember that we have Word of the Emperors available as well. Wherever that Hellbrood is, it is taking ages.
Knights of Titan, rally to me. This ritual is nearly complete.
Huh, you know that if we brought the stratagem instead of Quicksilver, there was a stratagem that I think for 3 turns reduces Warp Surge. So we could have had 9 full turns of no Warp Surge whatsoever. Well, I suppose if I do this on Legendary mode, then I'll try to possibly remember that. Anyway, complete the ritual, only 1 turn remaining. When she said rally to me, does she mean we actually have to move over here? I'm just gonna assume that that's not the case. Overwatch.
Ready to fire.
We don't see anybody as yet, so just keep doing what we're doing. Overwatch. And nobody else can Overwatch. Sparky, you can just stay here and guard this nonsense. End turn. Let's see what happens.
Inquisitor, I charged you to end this bloom. Why do I find you within this maelstrom of corruption?
I brought you here.
Our goal was to reach you, Supreme Grandmaster. We cannot destroy the bloom without your aid.
Speak then.
The Grey Knight's archives describe your plight beyond the Veil, that you know the way to the Garden of the Plague God.
Aye. My curse binds me to the Immaterium. The Garden of Nurgle is vast, but I have found my way through its confounding pathways before.
The roots of the bloom, the source of its power. We know that they lie deep within the garden, out of our mortal reach.
It is no small feat to navigate the Plague God's domain, but the bloom's stench is more putrid than all others. With luck, I will locate and sever these roots before my trespass is noted.
We would give our lives to fight with you, my lord.
I know it, Hector, but I would not have my brothers share this cursed fate. You must yet hold the line until I can achieve this task you have set for me.
As you command, my lord. We are the hammer.
In the meantime, look within yourself, Cartha Vakir. Your strength is yet needed. Farewell.
Alrighty, interesting, and it turned out not to be too bad. I thought that there would be a lot more enemies assaulting us from every Noctilith crown, but it appears it was only 2 active. The one behind the ritual site and then that one that we passed by. I do wonder if our proximity to Noctil Crowns activates them, and thus it makes me think if we had managed to teleport our way through in such a way that we hadn't gone near any, would any of them have become active? Curious. But anyway. Did we get rewards for this mission or no? Alrighty, looks like we do indeed get some rewards. Their quality, I guess, will remain to be seen. We got a little bit of every seed. Was hoping for a little bit more of the red seeds, but oh well. Oh well, at least we got some of the yellow seeds and some of the blue seeds back that we've been a little bit wasteful with lately. +5 requisition, not that we really need it. What do we have here? A Psychic Onslaught upgraded one. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. +2 crit damage, 15% crit. Extra damage for Psychic Onslaught. The range is relatively short, but, you know, it's a psi cannon, it's not surprising. And then an extra +1 damage on top of that for 8 damage, even without crit. If it crits, that's a guaranteed 10 damage. Yeah, that's good, we're taking that. What about you? Lel's Bride. The knight has 15% focus, so 25% focus total. Aegis, and a massive amount of increase for crit strikes of 4 strikes. I mean, it's okay. I like the idea that it gives 25% focus. You know what? I know that we don't really need this, but I'm gonna take this anyway. And just another equipment slot. Yes, yes, yes. I know that this has resistance, which is absolute garbage, but this is very much worth it. Over several of the armor several of our other units are using. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Now what do you have? Medicaid Scout Tier 3. We're gonna take this. We have the wreck. We're not saving it for anything, and this will take this skull out of the rotation. Not that I expect there to be too much more rotation. And as I was saying, the reason I want to take Lel's Bride was because it gives us the possibility of using it instead of Heracus's Rod, or wait, no, rather than Stave of Supremacy for that focus, because we might want to at some point bring 2 units that both have staffs. Anyway, I assume there's going to be another cutscene. A little bit of a wound. 4 days? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. And you're maxed out. Beautiful.
He comes to you, Master. The fool needs to take you by surprise. Show me. You have done well, Cadex. I will have vengeance at last. The Carver will not leave this garden alive.
No!
It appears we are being watched, my lord. Hello, little spy. That's it, Carver. Call your minions. You can all wait together.
The demon alerted its master to our plans. How is that possible?
I'm not certain. I believe it might have been during the ritual on Sacrista. Cadex has retained some agency since I entered his mind.
Agency? What agency?
Taunts, murmurs, voices I have ignored.
Oh, it has been a little more than that.
Have we just damned the Supreme Grand Master to an ambush and death?
Precisely.
No, Ektar. I only did what I believed necessary to advance our cause.
Our cause now? Inquisitor Fakir, with one blow, you have turned all of our efforts to serve the aims of chaos. With your leave, Commander.
You are right. I have failed us.
Hector, analyze. The Inquisitor is the only being with an erudite understanding of what we face. Without her, we are truly lost.
Without the Supreme Grand Master, we have already lost.
Denial. This act is reckless. The Inquisitor's biodiagnostics have not yet totally collapsed.
So you would have us follow this traitor until she does?
This is too much. Like children.
Rationalize. We have all been deceived. Counter-proposal. We intervene on the Supreme Grand Master's behalf.
Are your logic pathways fried, Dominus? No mortal can navigate their way through the Garden of Nurgle.
No mortal.
Silence! Your words have done harm enough.
Hector, in 987 years, I have not observed a Grey Knight falter in his duty. Yet you fear this?
Say your piece, Fakir.
It is true. No mortal can find their way to the Garden of Nurgle, but a demon will always return to its master.
What?
Yes. Cadex has burrowed into my mind. If you were to banish him, I might use that connection to track his spirit as it returns past the veil, back to its master.
More conjecture.
Support. Archival analysis indicates stellar coordinates can be transmitted via astral telepathy.
Both of you now? Dominus, even if we gamble on the purity of her intentions, this notion barely amounts to a roll of the dice and a prayer.
That is all I have left, Ektar. But what does the effort cost you? Another demon banished to the warp?
What of your baleful edict? Are you so eager to see it fall into the Plague God's hands?
The edict will fulfill its purpose. I am a priest of Mars. Sentimentality is for the flesh.
Fakir, your soul stands at the precipice. You have proven yourself stronger than any human I've known. But if you falter in this, even for a moment, I will have no choice but to cut you down.
I would ask nothing less of you.
Commander, you have led us capably since Agravain's fall, but in this our direction is clear. If we yet have hope to intervene for the sake of the Supreme Grand Master and put an end to this bloom, we have no choice but to pursue it.
Alrighty, dire events on day 666. Pretty fun stuff, though, I gotta say. That looks like it didn't activate. Wait, research the purgation ritual. Okay, a research menu. And this will only 30 days. Oh wow, we'll actually have to do a few missions beforehand. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. We do have a few missions that we got to get to anyway in the meantime. But once again, we are closing. Also, clearly, once again, that mission proves that Lunette is best character. Lunette for a new emperor. There, I've said it. Anyway, obviously, I'm calling this particular episode here. Next time, we proceed to a 5-tier severe level danger mission with no critical injuries. Okay, so no unnecessary admin, so should be fun as well. And then after a couple of episodes of missions, I suppose we'll be going to this whole ritual thing. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.